Hello and welcome to my full review of the Windows Phone 535. First of all, we're going to take a look around the device. On the top, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the left-hand side, we have just a plain piece of plastic. On the bottom, we have the micro USB port. And then on the right-hand side, we have the power button and the volume rocker. These buttons feel very cheap because this is a lower-end device and doesn't cost over £100. On the back, we have the camera, the LED, and also the Microsoft logo and the speaker towards the bottom. On the front, we have the earpiece and also we have the camera. The specs on the Windows Phone 535 are not the greatest. The screen is a 5-inch IPS LCD display with a pixel density of 220, which is very low compared to some of the phones that have a 4K display with pixel density of 500. The pixels are seeable in places when reading smaller text, but it's nothing you can't deal with. The chipset on this device is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 200. This is okay as it's a lower budget device, but it does come along with some stutter, not too much, but it's occasional lag. Then the CPU is a quad-core 1.2 GHz Cortex A7, and then the Adreno 302 is the GPU, which means the graphics is alright. It comes with 1GB of RAM. It also comes with micro SD card expansion, which is absolutely amazing compared to most phones nowadays that don't have it. It also comes with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0 as standard, so the specs are overall alright, but nothing special for a lower budget end device. The camera on this device is really nothing special. It's a 5-megapixel camera. It has got autofocus, but the images it's taken, they come out quite grainy. The video on it is only 480p, which is absolutely appalling. It's not even 720p. It's not even HD, and it is at 30 frames per second, but still, I would like to see that HD. The front-facing camera has also got a 5-megapixel camera, and that means the selfies will look better and stuff like that, but really, you need a better rear-facing camera compared to your front-facing camera. So that is one of the cons of this device of being such a cheap and budget-friendly device, but unfortunately it doesn't take that good pictures. The thing about this device is that it's cheap, very cheap. It's £100 unlocked off contract. This means that they have to sacrifice a few things to get it to that price. The three things that I've noticed is the screen, the build quality and the camera. I've already mentioned the screen and the camera, but build quality is a big thing in devices now. The ergonomics of this device are actually really good, but the back is plastic, so like a matte soft touch plastic. The screen is made out of plastic, so it bends quite a lot. The back is removable, which is good in ways because that means you get the removable battery and also the micro SD card expansion, but it's not very nice to hold. It feels quite cheap and tacky. It's not a very pleasurable thing to look at, to be honest with you. It just looks like a slab of plastic, which is a shame because some of the higher end devices such as the HTC are made out of metal, but they do cost in excess of £500, which is extortionate. So I do think it's good that you get a lower end device and it is cheaper, but it would be nice to see some higher quality materials or even just a glass screen. This device is running Windows 8.1, which is really annoying because at the moment, not many people like using Windows. It's not got a big user base compared to Android and iOS, which is very strange because you'd think that a big company like Microsoft, and they have Windows on laptops and they control most of the market, you would think that they would be able to put it on a phone and it would do quite well. Well, no, it's not like that for a couple of reasons. At the moment, they don't have the strongest device lineup, where most of them are lower end budget devices. Then there's the support for Google Apps, which to me at the moment is the most annoying thing because at the moment they don't have any support for YouTube or the official Gmail app or anything like that. There is nothing. You can't get it on the Windows Store, which is very annoying because I know a lot of people use Gmail and things like that. So I don't see why they don't just ask Google to create their app for the Windows, and then that would be a bigger audience would be covered with Windows. Also, at the moment, it's not always, it doesn't seem like a complete operating system to me. There is a lot of of things that are still not right about it. It's not the smoothest or nicest looking. It still takes too much of Windows on desktop onto the phone, but I do think it's getting there. It's a lot better than it originally was. There is a lot of new features such as notifications, things like that. At the start it didn't even have multitasking, so they have come a long way, but I do think there's still a lot more they could do to improve Windows 8 on the phone. And I do think Windows 10, if it ever does come properly to a mobile device, hopefully it will be a lot better than it is currently. Thank you guys for watching this full review of the Windows Phone 535. Please hit that like and subscribe button, it really does help. I'll see you guys next time here at Top Tech Reviews.